hello. How you been? Haven't seen you in a month? Not a month. Almost a month. Happy Vlogmas Day 50? I don't know. I feel like even though this isn't Vlogmas, we have to update you guys. We have neighbors moving in.
I wonder if they're boys. Are they girls? Are they a couple?
We'll never know.
They're juicers. They're juicers.
Yeah, there's a juicer and a nice mirror.
Like a really cool mirror. So they have style.
They have style. They have style, they juice. We're literally just naming 90% of Los Angeles. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys, I think I can come up with, like, my list right now I think is at like 5 or 6. I guess the title will say the definite number, but whatever the number ends up being, today I'm making a selection of just healthy snacks. Sure, they're not the most healthy in the world, but I do find that a lot of the things I'm using are healthier alternatives. They make my body feel good. They fulfill my sweet tooth, but also don't make me feel sluggish from all the sugar the next day, which is a very common reaction I have to sugar. It's the weirdest thing. I suppose we should just get started. And also before we start, I did want to mention that this video is sponsored by LifeSum. I will get into that in a little bit. So I feel like with it being the new year, we're all in the health kick right now. I do it every year and I usually stick to it a lot. Like generally speaking, especially if you guys have seen my cooking videos, I do generally cook healthy, but top of the year, we're all on our A game, which I love. I think it's the best thing in the world. That's why I decided to partner with LifeSum for this video. I feel like this is a very useful tool. Whatever your health goals are, I think LifeSum can really help you. And to those of you who might not know what LifeSum is, it's a nutrition focused app that helps you log your exercise, your water intake, your food intake. And regardless of what your goal is, whether it's weight loss, overall health, nutrition, whatever, it really helps track your habits to get there, which I feel is kind of step one when you're trying to create new habits, is tracking them. Because, you know, we eat things, we do things that we don't realize we're doing throughout the day, but when you track it, it's kind of holding you accountable. It's this like exterior thing holding you accountable to what it knows your goals are. The app is free to download, but I have the premium version, which I'll show you guys in a sec. I'm no professional. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a doctor. I definitely want to preface that. Again, these are just snacks that help me. And some of the snacks are actually from the LifeSum app. The app has a whole tab that just shows you different recipes. They look so like complex and yummy, and you click on them and they're hella easy. I also like that a lot of their recipes are multiple portions, so you can either prepare whatever it is for you, your roommates, your family, your loved one, whatever. I think that's really helpful. If you guys are interested in checking out LifeSum, there's actually 2 links in the description. There's one that will send you to download the app, and the other one is to get 30% off a premium subscription. Before I hop into this video, I just wanted to say that, well, I guess by the time you're watching this, this is old news, but I'm filming this today that Alex and I have officially released the visual element, the video version of the podcast on its own channel. Advice has its own channel. I'll link it down below. The feedback has been amazing. We are like overwhelmed with, there was not one bad comment, and I feel like that's rare. Like I always expect like, okay, there's gonna be one hater. That's life. That's just how it works. Everybody has been really amazing, and you guys have been giving good feedback. A lot of you guys have gave really good ideas on what we can do as far as like the shoe dilemma. If you watched it, or even if you listened to the audio version, which by the way, that's not going anywhere. We're still an audio podcast now. We just have both elements. If you see that our set is a room. We're sitting on a bed, but we have shoes on, and it felt unnatural for the first episode, but we decided to keep it in and ask you guys what you think. And a lot of you guys were like, get slippers, get fuzzy socks, get toe socks, just like the 90s and 2000s. There's so many ideas we could do. So thank you for all your ideas. The wheels are definitely turning on what we could possibly do. I just want to start with that. Thank you so much. Okay, so today I'm going to show you my favorite tomato snack. I know a lot of people don't like tomatoes, so this might not be a fan favorite, but it's really good. I think some of you might like it. My overnight oats, or you can also do it with chia seeds. My 2 rice cake recipes. My cucumber with lime and tahini little snack. And then lastly, the sweetest snack of them all, but it's like so delicious and not as bad for you as like actual sweets. Dates with vegan cream cheese. Don't knock it till you try it. I'm gonna start with the overnight oats because those take the longest in the sense of how long they have to sit for. Obviously, I'm not gonna be filming overnight here, but I found even just like 1 hour oats are fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Okay, so everything I'm gonna use today is pretty much from Trader Joe's, other than the small things that I'm gonna get throughout my kitchen. The trip I did before this for everything I'm about to use, I spent under like $40 for everything, and that's a giant portion, you know, that's not just one serving size of the things I'm making. Definitely very affordable and definitely a better alternative as far as like a midday snack. For the overnight oats, I'm just gonna do a half a cup. Sorry, this is all hella loud. half a cup of oats and a half a cup of whatever milk, plant-based milk, whatever like liquid you want to do. I usually like to do almond or coconut. I'm gonna do coconut today just because it's like a little bit sweeter, so it kind of helps sweeten it a little more naturally. Shake it. I shake every drink always, even if you don't have to. I just feel like it gets stagnant, you know what I mean? 2 shots of vodka, little mixeroo, and then a little bit of vanilla. I think this does so much to it. If you don't have it, don't worry about it, but why not if you have it? I just do like a splash because this stuff doesn't taste as good as it smells. Oh God. See, you can add cinnamon, you can add honey if you want a little bit sweeter, stevia, anything. Like I said with the coconut milk, it kind of just is as sweet as I like it, but all the sweeteners that I add, or that I just said, are generally the better sweeteners rather than like a simple syrup or any other type of artificial sugar. That's literally it, you guys. Let it sit overnight. Like I said, it can be an hour if you want. And when it's done, I top it. You can top it with chia seeds, you can top it with fruit, any type of fruit. Get your berries in the morning. Top it with whatever. Why is it so hard? In the fridge. That same recipe follows if you don't want to do oats, you could do chia seeds, and the chia seeds soak it up a lot quicker. Like maybe if you have less time and you don't want something to sit overnight, chia seeds soak up liquid in like 2 seconds and they get all like jelly. Next snack, 2 different snacks, but with rice cakes. Again, these are from Trader Joe's. Any rice cake works. I haven't really found a favorite necessarily. I feel like a rice cake's kind of a rice cake, if you know what I mean. So I'm gonna show you 2. I'm gonna show you one that's more sweet. It's like an almond butter basic one with fruit, and then one that's savory with hummus. And that recipe is actually from the Lifesum app. No crazy cooking goes into this. It's truly just assembly. A lot of these are just very simple assembly. Yeah, none of these snacks take the stove, an oven, a microwave, nothing. However, I am a big fan of the air fryer, but that's a whole other video. I could do like my favorite air fried snacks, because truly like you can put anything in an air fryer, like any type of vegetable. If you don't want to just eat it raw, throw it in the air fryer with like a little bit of olive oil, some sea salt. It just makes it that much better and that much easier to eat, because sometimes raw veggies, you know, they're not good. They're good, but like you might not be craving them. Okay, this is a new almond butter, so it's gonna have that really weird oil at the top. I don't know why, it freaks me out. Oh, that's so annoying. This is creamy unsalted almond butter. I do like salted butters, but if you're trying to cut out salt, which I'm sure we can all afford to cut out salt a little bit. If you want like more of a universal almond butter that you can use in other recipes, it's just safer to go no salt. That's how it is with like butter too. Certain recipes do call for salted butter, but like if you just want like a staple ingredient in your fridge, always go no salt, because you can always add salt, you can't take it away. Eyeball it, what is that? Maybe like a tablespoon? I eyeball everything as well. Top it with some blues. This specific snack, oh my God, I have eaten this for years. Like usually when I have favorite snacks, I kind of, I'll get sick of them after having them for like a few months, whatever. I can't get sick of this snack. I literally have had it for years. Look at that, perfect. Okay, the next one, you'll need hummus. This is my favorite hummus. It's from Trader Joe's. It's the chunky olive hummus. This one I feel has the most flavor. It's just like, sometimes hummus can get so bland to me. Some microgreens. So I'm using microgreens, but the Lifesum recipe, as you saw, calls for cress, which was a little bit harder to find, but I think this does the same type of thing. I had no idea, but microgreens, it says on the back, they have a lot of antioxidants, just like a lot of stuff I didn't realize. I always felt like this was such like a filler topping, but it's a nice little crunch too. And then chili flakes. You just assemble. It's easy. A little butter knife, boom. And don't worry, all of this will be eaten by myself and Leanna and Alex. Oh my God. Red chili flakes, the best. They add so much. And then these little guys. Cute. And you really don't have to add salt. You can add pepper, I suppose, but the hummus, it has the salt element, the red pepper flakes. Rice cake even has like a little bit of salt, just kind of naturally, and then the microgreens give it its freshness. It's a really well-balanced snack, nutritionally and taste-wise. Next snack, very easy. Probably gonna say that every time I start a snack. I think are these Asian cucumbers? I don't know, they're like the little ones. I just find they're extra crispy and I somehow feel like they have more water. That's not correct at all. That's just how I feel. They don't go bad as quickly. I feel like whenever I buy like a really big cucumber, I don't use it quick enough. Once it's cut, I feel like the life starts like speeding to death. That's deep. But I like the small ones for several reasons. A lime. Tahini. So good. This is definitely more of like a summer snack, but I constantly crave, if you can't tell by the snacks that I'm choosing, I constantly crave salt, vinegar, spice. I'm just savory food. And I often, and by often I mean like daily, want Takis. Takis are my favorite chip on the planet. They destroy my stomach, but I just still, it's my guilty pleasure. But I do feel like this combination gives me the same kind of fulfillment as far as the chili, lime, salty, crunchy feeling, and it's not as bad. Here comes Link the second I cut something. Throw them in a bowl. I feel crazy even showing you this. I feel like I'm wasting your time, but hopefully you're learning something. It's just very simple. Quick little drizz and tahini. Honestly, normal salt is just as good too. If you just want to do like some sea salt. I just love tahini. Another kind of cucumber thing you can do, like a Greek salad, cucumber, tomato, and feta. I feel like feta, from what I've researched, again, I'm not a professional, feta is the better kind of cheese if you're gonna do cheese. I know it's just not as like fatty, so even some feta with a tahini, I wouldn't hate that. Oh my god, wait, I have it. Oh, yeah. Ooh, I'm also seeing while I'm in here, I didn't think I was gonna put this one in the video, but this is like a staple grocery I have, is Trader Joe's shishito peppers. They're a good snack. They're a good like late night munchie. It's like better than chips. Make sure you blister them long enough though, because if you're a shishito pepper fan, you know how hot some of these are. Okay, next one. If you don't like tomatoes, you're not gonna like this. There's no way around it. But I would still like it if you try it, because you'd be surprised. I have a few friends that don't like tomatoes and they've had this snack. It's so good. It's so good. So I'm just gonna do one of the big tomatoes. These are from Trader Joe's. They're the on the vine ones. This is just like how I've been raised to eat tomatoes, is on the vine. My mom grows tomatoes, my grandparents grew tomatoes. So whenever I see them on the vine, I'm just more inclined to buy those ones. I don't know why. I feel like they stay fresh longer because they still have their umbilical cord. That's just how I feel. So I slice them pretty thin, nothing crazy. Like I feel like if it's too thin, they get all like soggy and weird. I don't know, that's how thin I slice them. And then I add capers. This is definitely another staple that I have in my fridge at all times. I add these to salads. I add these to any like power bowls I make. Oh my God. Oh, done. Oh my gosh. Anyway, these are really good to add to like everything. I feel like these are the two foods that a lot of people don't like, capers and tomatoes, but if you like them, you'll like this. Finish it off with some olive oil. Really good fats in olive oil, and you need those. Don't be afraid of fat. Oh, this is like a black pepper olive oil. If you watch my Vlogmas when we went to Italy to get all that pasta stuff, we got this. Bon appetit. I mean, what do you expect me to say? It's good. That's why I put it in the video. That black pepper olive oil, like, really does something. Wrong pipe. Ow. Okay, last one, possibly one of my top faves. Faves? This one is so good if you have a sweet tooth. I know we all get it at some point. This one is so easy. This one is like texture friendly, friend friendly. And by friendly, I mean like it just like hits all the marks. It's so good. It's cold. I love cold food. Oh, I'm really hyping it up. I hope it's good. Dates and cream cheese. Very simple, but so good. And if you can't poop, dates help you poop. Dates are really good for you. And then I'm using vegan cream cheese. Little backstory. So when I came up with this glorious combination of food, it was back when I was vegan. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I was vegan for a few months, kind of in the beginning of quarantine. My favorite vegan cream cheese was the Miyoko's one. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I wasn't vegan long enough to know all the names. So good. So good. And my Trader Joe's has had it before, but they didn't have today. So I got Trader Joe's version of vegan cream cheese. I tried it earlier. It's not bad. I'd say the one thing it is is missing that I love in cream cheese is the sourness of cream cheese, the spoiled milk version of cream cheese. That is my favorite part of cream cheese. I think it does so much. It's what makes a cheesecake. It's what makes a bagel. Like, you need a little bit of sourness. Miyoko's achieves that so well. So if you have access to that, definitely get that. Or normal cream cheese, I'm sure is just as good. But again, as you could tell, a lot of these are kind of the healthier alternatives. But yeah, pop this baby open. You're gonna be like, you're so gross, but this is how I do it. I bite off the pit, throw it away. And then you find the little pit in there. Why isn't it coming out? Usually I could just like pull it out with my nails. You can just use a knife too, you know. We're gross over here. Get the pit out. I kind of like ripped it open a little bit, so it's like a little taco shell. Open the cheese. You just spread it in there like that. Boom. Looks terrible. So good though. Oh my God. I promise it's more complex flavor-wise than you think. When next to like a creamy flavor, the dates almost turn caramely. So I feel like I'm eating like a literal candy right now. And I mean that. I feel like I've watched people's videos where they do really healthy food and they're like, oh my God, this tastes like a chocolate cake. And then you try it, you're like, this does not taste like a chocolate cake. This dead ass like tastes like what I'm saying. I guess that one didn't get any fancy B-roll because that one just looks ugly. Yeah, you guys want to come try it? That's actually the last recipe, so.
This is like your snack you made the other night.
Told you, I actually eat this stuff.
I don't even like tomatoes that much. Like, I go back and forth. I love that.
That's so simple. I got you on that like a year ago.
Yeah.
And you're not much of a tomato person either.
Not at all.
That's what I'm saying. Try it. Just try it.
The capers make it like really good.
I think my general kind of like theory, motive, whatever you want to call it, behind my quick snacks are like try to stay as fresh as possible. Like, people associate like, oh, if I have to eat like fresh vegetables, there's like no flavor. You can do so much with oils, with pickled things, kimchis, capers, lime, tahini. Like, you can add flavor without adding fat necessarily. That's just how I go about trying to stay healthy, but I never rob myself of flavor. Like, I never have been like that. Even in my most like healthy, fit days, I still eat all this because it's still flavorful. So I almost forgot about the oats. It's been probably about an hour. They're already soft enough to eat. Obviously, the longer the better. And preparing overnight also just helps you not be in a rush the next morning. But I've made them last minute like this. Like, second I wake up, put them in, do my makeup, shower, all that. And then by the time I'm able to leave the house, they're soft enough. Delicious. The vanilla does so much. Again, some honey, maple syrup. Also, like I said, putting fresh fruit on it, that'll also help sweeten it up a lot. I know there's a common debate where people are like, well, fruit is sugar, you know what I mean? It's better sugar. Like, I feel like it's better to eat a cajillion strawberries rather than 5 Oreos, or I feel like there's just better ways to put the sugar in your body. Well, that's it for today's video. Those are all the snacks that I thought of for today. I have so many more. I feel like I can make part 1, part 2, part 3, like so many different parts of the same video. But these were definitely like my strong, tried and true. I've been eating these for years. So I hope you guys enjoyed them. I hope it helped somebody find a new healthy alternative. I feel like regardless of what your health goals are, a lot of these snacks are just guilt-free, period. And if you guys do want to check out LifeSum, again, all the information is down in the description. And thanks again, LifeSum, for sponsoring this video. I'll leave you with that one. Feels really weird not to say see you in 24 hours, but I am vlogging. Update on the car stuff is coming soon. I'm actually, I guess it might be something else by the time you're watching this, but tomorrow for me, present time right now, it's the past for you. I'm actually going to BMW and I'm giving my car back completely. So new vlog coming soon. I'm gonna go car shopping this weekend. I'll bring you guys with me. Get ready for that. I missed you guys though. I hope you're having an amazing new year. Stick to your goals, but don't be too hard on yourself. Still have fun. I love you guys so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.